Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. And as y'all know, we're in this good car. We are on our way to friend's house. We're having a sleepover tonight. Let me see. Alright, so anyways, we're having a sleepover tonight, so I'm on my way to girlfriend's house. So in the meantime, let's chat. Let's catch up. It's always something. So major update. Y'all remember the last time we had a major update, I told you all that there was word in the atmosphere. We were told that layoffs could possibly be happening, budget cuts. And as you can tell by the look on my face, budget cuts have happened in my position, and a lot of people who I worked with, our positions have been de-scoped. So yes, I am out of a job. I'm out of a job. The way this thing is, okay, let's just ignore it. What is it? All right, so out of a job again. I'm trying to think, like, where do we start talking? What do we talk about? How do we start this conversation? Okay. Let me acknowledge this. There's a lot of people on this planet who love the bad news videos because a lot of people want to see you fall off of your so-called high horse. A lot of people are rooting for you to fail. That's what it is. On the internet, on the planet, sometimes it's just human nature. So let's acknowledge that I know that this news right here is going to make some people happy, feel mighty, feel like ha 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 ha. But let me say this, y'all. I'm about to be 49. 49 years of my life. I have never really hardly ever taken any losses. I don't lose. I'm not a loser. It's just what it is. At 16 I had a child. Some could have seen that like, as a, look at, 16. Teenage pregnancy. But even then, I didn't lose. I didn't fail, right? What else? Have I ever had any other? No, not really. So I would say that this is the first time in my life that I feel like something happened in a manner in which I didn't have something else lined up. Okay? Federal government cuts. Position de-scoped. They were very adamant about saying it wasn't due to, what is it called? Performance. It wasn't due to performance. Nothing like that. Just de-scoped. A lot of us in the same boat. A lot of people looking for jobs right now. And I decided I'm not going to look for another job. Not looking for another job. I've taken myself off of the market. And now the battery is dying. So let's go back to that other video that I made, right? Remember that video where I talked about 10 actions that you can take right now if you are laid off or if layoff is on your horizon? I took that video to heart. I took my own advice to heart. But here's the funny part. When I made the video, I made it at that point in time with my 10 steps. But step number 2 said reimagine. Reimagine. Now is your opportunity to reimagine your life. Guys, that is what I literally did. I actually sat there and played the great what if game. Played the great, if I could live the life of my dreams, how would that look? What would I do? And the answer came back, I would not get another job. I would not jump into employment again, another contract. I would take this opportunity to go and live out my dreams of travel. The funny part about it is, I already had some travel planned, right? We were already scheduled to leave the country. And the funny part about it is I had already purchased the plane tickets to do that thing, right? The funny part about that is the plane tickets that I purchased a series of one-way plane tickets. I didn't even purchase round trips. I did not purchase round trips. So I sat there one day and I said, wait a minute, Jay. We have one-way tickets out of the country. We don't have to come back. We do not have to come back. Guys, that is the plan. We are not coming back. We're leaving the United States of America about 1 month after my last day of work. My last day that they gave me is March 31st. And we're not coming back. And I am so excited. I'm also a little, I don't think scared is the word. I'm not scared. But it definitely feels like this is unknown territory for me. This is going to be the first time that I haven't been gainfully employed since I don't even know when. So that feels interesting. It feels interesting because I'm used to moving about the world knowing that whatever I spend is going to be replenished in abundance. Now it's not. Jay and I are leaving and we're going to be living off of our savings. He has savings, I have savings, and that's what we're going to do. I presented this plan to him, and he even has enough time even now where we're going to make sure that we have everything that we need to pay our bills in advance, right? There's a lot of things we have to do before we leave. One of the things would be nice if we could get the house in some sort of condition that the house is making money before we go. But guess what? If it's not making money before we go, it's not going to stop us from going. We're leaving. We're out of here. Okay? What does this mean for the payoff journey? For the home payoff journey, which was my next financial goal. The payoff journey's on pause. It doesn't matter. The payoff journey for me was a game that I made up that I was playing. Nothing is dependent on it. I do not have to pay my house off this year. I don't. Even if I pay my house off, let's say like I make my regular mortgage payments from this month I'm out, normal mortgage payment, my house will still be paid off ahead of time. It will still be paid off before 30 years. I think it may be 20 years. I think maybe 20 years. I think that might be the math. I don't even know. I don't even care right now. But the point is, even if I didn't make another extra payment to the house, it's still going to be paid off early. Okay? But paying off that house right now is not my priority. It's not. We're going to travel the world. And it's funny because in this initial stages, I'm like a kid in a candy store. I want to go everywhere. I want to do everything. Ideally, slow travel would be the best thing. Slow travel would be get someplace, book it for a month and stay there. Or stay around that area for a month. Have a base camp for a month. That's the cheapest way to do it. But me who wants to see this, wants to see that, wants to see this. I'm a kid in a candy store, so I think we're going to be bopping around a lot. I love that word, bopping around. I get it from Stephanie Perry. Again, if you guys don't watch her channel, it is all about women, black women specifically, who are making an exodus out of America, who are finding ways to live abroad, who are sharing resources, who are thinking outside the box, just so that they don't have to live under the stress and pressures that being here in this high-priced country puts on you. And I say puts on you because honestly, with some of the things we want to do, some of the things we have to achieve, we would like to achieve, it requires a certain sort of hustle, a certain sort of grit, a certain sort of grin and bear it. You know, when you are in corporate America, when you are at your day-to-day 9-to-5 job, you know, so it requires certain trade-offs that sometimes we do at the expense of our health, at the expense of our mental well-being, okay? But yeah, this first part of our vacations, we are going to be bopping around a lot. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still planning it out, okay? But I'm not going to sit here and say we're never coming back to America. No, that's not realistic. We are coming back because we are big family people. We have family. I have a whole son. I mean, yeah, he's 32. He's 32, but I have a son. I have grandparents, mothers, sisters, siblings, nieces, nephews. I have all of the people, Jay as well, who we're not going to miss out on their lives just because we're boycotting the country. We're not going to do that. But let's also say we also have G. She's 17. She's going to be going to her senior year of high school. We're not missing out on that. So we're not going to be like, peace out, bye. No, now's not the time. Ideally, we could have used another year or so. Ideally, we could have used the house being paid off and not having that bill, right? Ideally, we could have used G already graduating from high school. But my job is over now. So now is the time that we're going to take advantage of this time, and we're going to go and live our lives somewhere out there. One thing's for certain. Since my livelihood was taken away, one economy I will not be stimulating is the American economy. I will not. I will be stimulating somebody else's economy out there. I'm not giving my money here. Yeah, I gotta pay taxes. Yeah, I got some bills I gotta pay. But as far as all of the other things, you won't be getting more from me than you deserve. You won't be getting more from me than what I already have to give you. And that's just how I feel about it. The budgets that were cut for where I work, it was personal. I can't tell you any more information than that, but it was personal. Budgets were cut on purpose because the department or whatever wasn't liked. So it was personal. Me choosing not to get another job is also personal. I'm choosing it in this meantime because with all of this, I'm looking for my chapstick. With all of this unpredictability, it's just an unpredictable time right now. I just don't feel like playing the yo-yo game. Y'all know I absolutely love my job, and that's all good and dandy. But I still stand by the fact that no job can ever fulfill you more than your own personal dreams can. No job can ever do that. So my job was a wonderful job for what a job was, right? But it could never give me everything that living in my dreams would be able to give me. And like I said, to jump and get another job that can also be taken away because of the unpredictable nature right now. People don't know anything about how budgets are going to be cut, how budgets are going to be affected, if people are going to be doged. People just don't know. So a lot of places are just doing hiring freezes right now. And then some places are they're just letting people go. And the crazy part about it is companies are hiring. I've seen this in my own industry. They're hiring and then they'll also still turn around a month from now letting people go because they just don't know. So I just rather sit this out. I'd rather sit this out. Would I love to still pay off my house early? Absolutely. But this time, yes, y'all, it's going to have to take a miracle. It's going to be all God, because I do not have a 9-to-5. I don't know how any of this is going to look. I don't know how the budget is going to look. I don't know realistically month to month how our expenses are going to look. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to look with us bringing in money. I don't know anything, y'all. I don't know anything. So far, the places that we've been booking haven't cost us any money, because for the past few years, Jay and I have been using credit cards and gaining points, and I have been able to use points to pay for our hotels and such. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is we are going. All I know is we do have the first weeks planned out and paid for. I'm trying to make it all work. the mix between all the places I want to go and how we can smoothly make it happen without burning ourselves out. Because right now, the track I have us on is a burnt out track, because I want to go all the places. I want to go all the places. And I keep telling myself, girl, you got time. But I want to do all the things now. And I think that's because I know at some point we have to come back, because we have family obligations. So a part of me feels like, while we've made the big ticket price of getting over there, let's go and see and do all the things we can go and see and do while we're there. So that's what I'm doing, y'all. That is how it's all going down. I am so freaking excited. The journey is going to be on the Travel Channel. The Travel Channel is behind, but I'm working feverishly right now to get it caught up, because I know you guys are going to want to watch the journey in real time and not like 6 months, 9 months, 1 year later. So I'm working hard to edit and get everything caught up. But I'm excited. I'm excited, and I'm nervous, and I'm scared. And I'm happy, and I'm thankful. And I'm super thankful that I have a man who is willing to go on this unknown journey with me. Because I know if it's scary for me, it's even scarier for him, because he's risking it all. He's risking it all. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, y'all. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I think I talked out everything. As you see, I don't have any notes. Yeah, I think I covered all of the things I wanted to cover. Yeah, but I've known for like a few weeks now that the 31st is my last day. And we were going to do a sit-down video. We just got back from Miami. We were going to do a sit-down video in Miami, and we never got around to doing it, y'all. But I still want to do a video with Jay, because, like I said, I pitched this whole thing to Jay, this whole plan, which started with we don't have to come back. We don't have to come back. We don't have to come back. And we already got a house sitter. We already have somebody who will be staying at the house while we're gone. So, because that was another part of the to-do list, was like finding somebody who could help us with the whole house. And next thing we know, we had somebody volunteer. So that was pretty awesome. That took care of a lot. The plants, the cars, all of the things. But I'm excited. And I know I've said in the other video, I got rid of the housekeepers. Remember, one of the steps I said, look where you can cut your expenses. And I said, I cut my housekeepers. And I think some people said, isn't that a little premature? Well, now you see why it wasn't premature. All right. And now you see why it wasn't premature. Because we are stacking up everything we have to leave and live our life somewhere out there. So that's why it wasn't premature for me. All right, y'all. That is it. Talk to you guys in another video. Until the next time, I hope everything in your lives are going so well, y'all. This camera don't know what it want to do. And then also just know this, that whole thing about making plans, you know, I made a whole plan. I had a whole plan. We felt like the plan was good as gold, paying this house off by December. But then here come God with here's another plan. Here's another plan. And I had to let that plan go. I had to let that plan go and pivot. Okay? So just know that whenever something pops up in your life that isn't going according to what you think your plan is, it's your chance to re-examine and reimagine your whole existence. Pivot, and do something greater. Okay? All right, y'all. Talk to y'all next time. Peace.